What's up, squad? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing something new, a game called Not For Broadcast, and I went ahead and played a little bit of it, and I thought it would be kind of cool and funny for you guys to watch me play. So, with that being said, I'll give you a little background on this. It's a television broadcast game where you are in control of what the viewers watch, and basically, if you do well, the viewers are happy. If you do bad, the viewers are unhappy and you lose score. So, that being said, let's get into a new game and see what this is all about. Day 1, the election. Okay, so we're in the broadcast room. It says turn right. So D on the keyboard is right. See, we got a phone here we have to answer.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Will do.
Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience.
Alright, so this right here.
The viewers going up and not down.
Okay.
Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control.
Okay.
Now, the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now,
Alright, hopefully
have a look to your left.
it's kind of complicated. Pan to my left.
These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Okay, will do. Alright, so I'm messing with the fan.
You can
Alright.
see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right.
So
When you've done
adverts
that, look
are
up to the front again.
commercials. So we'll do Crazy Neil, and then let's see, Alan James, and then let's do this one, exercise with something, with ham sleeves.
You should be getting a signal from the studio soon.
Yeah, 24 seconds. Alright,
When
so
you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
alright, so we're tapped in now.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill
So you can see how this is a really cool game.
5, 4.
3, 2, 1, and we're on
Good
air.
evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay,
Moving on
all
up.
good.
The election
Next
win
is going to be to
that
throw
Exeter
the news
just pretty
titles on screen 2.
Hopeful or
There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Alright, so our viewership is going up.
And corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Meghan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance Headquarters.
Alright, so here
to hear
comes
what the
screen
members of this
2.
fledgling party
8 seconds.
have to say on their historic
Right, button
That's
2
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3, 2,
National Nightly News.
1, now. Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back the
Alright,
Jeremy
so
with button
you can see
1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
you can see they're touching them up on screen 1 here. While this is intro is playing. Alright, so we gotta switch over.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1 now. Lovely, mate.
The votes are in, and it's a decisive win.
So you can see how this is kind of cool. Like, you kind of get to
We often get
put yourself into the shoes of a news broadcaster guy.
Up and down, avoiding the interference using the yellow knob or your scroll wheel.
Of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat.
Alright, so this moves the satellite dish on the left side. That's why I was looking over there.
Right, it's going well. All you got to do now is play the
Gotta
advert at the
keep
end of
it
the
out of the
segment.
green.
Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
We'll be going live
Will
to
do.
Advance HQ to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3,
That's all coming
2,
up.
1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need to talk about the ads.
Alright, there we go. So now this is playing,
Ask him about the election.
and it's a
Personally, I
commercial.
tried to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same
And this is what's happening live in the studio.
That's all right. He doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wicked. We've made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking.
Alright, will do.
Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break.
Alright, so 15
Quiet in the
seconds.
studio.
Got this weird odd
Thank
guy
you so much.
popping in.
10 seconds, everybody.
She's like, what the hell?
Going in
All right.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the
Screen 1,
National
Jeremy.
Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to
Royal
go to
Official
Megan on
reporter
screen
Megan
4.
Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent.
This
and
is
today
cool.
I have a guest
So you got,
starring
like, real
in everything
actors
from
playing their
Shakespeare
part.
to
Go
the
to
shop
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's
The
talking.
latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to
Yeah.
Peter at the Rat, that's Peter
Kind of
Jensen,
switched
the
up a
Give
little
us a
bit.
look at Megan's reaction.
He's a wonderful
Lovely.
guy.
Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely.
Alright, so you can see where it gets complicated. You kind of have to watch what's going on screen. You have to watch
But
out for
seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my
interferences,
last starring role. when
their
I played
emotions.
Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer.
So these
Like
guys are
you,
some characters,
I'm
huh?
afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? bleeding, giving,
She's like, what?
suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed, historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the
Strongly
break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right,
around
they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr.
So we got
Lance
interference
Hemlock,
coming up right
is
now.
faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
And we're out.
Go to the film clip, screen 1.
Mr. Buttercatch, Mr.
Oh, I thought I was gonna.
Watch out for
I
that
had to do
interference,
a
mate.
commercial here.
Doctor.
I don't understand it.
God, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but don't switch to it now. You can go to the archive when the broadcast's done. We keep everything.
I don't know that.
No, Lance, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
It's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Oh,
Did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
I'm gonna change the world, do you remember? Don't let listen to me.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this!
The virus.
so these are real actors. They've been paid by the game producer,
This is the
and
Stop it all.
Yes.
you can see how this is a
You'll wanna
unique
play another ad.
game to
Remember
play.
to use the clock at the top to count
That's why I
your
thought you
in.
guys would like it. So
If we should.
some parts can be really funny and interesting. What's going on? Medicated. Alright, so we're gonna pop in the second.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button, or the spacebar on your keyboard, for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm, and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like
do
to
they
have the
now?
volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
Okay.
As you turn it up,
Alan
you'll hear the
James,
advert
author
getting
of
louder.
Alan James is Right is coming to
Good.
yours.
You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Alright, so we got an A on that last segment.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Running the country. Seriously, that works.
5, 4, 3.
It's kind of cool to see what we see on.
Welcome back.
On
I'm
the
told we
screen
can now
here.
go live to Advance Headquarters.
I'll turn this
where
down a
the two
little bit.
leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast.
Go
shit,
for it,
he's
Pat.
pissed. Get ready to bleed.
Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people,
Nice.
you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Held it down a bit
But to be
long
honest,
there,
I
mate.
Oh,
don't
man.
blame Peter for celebrating. Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party's what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of... Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked
All right,
your
so
passports.
it's getting more complicated.
You want to leave like you
You have to pay
threatened before
attention
the
to
election. That's fine.
all the rules.
First, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions, but you'll see when we've reclaimed what's
This guy's
ours,
a drunk
that's
fool.
Absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people
Oh.
who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Just bleeds the rude word.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble.
Man, I did a good job. I did
So,
all right.
as the country braces itself
First
for
day
new
on the
government,
job.
That's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful night.
All right, Jeremy.
And we're out.
Looks
Good
like
job,
you've got it
everybody.
now.
Send him
Thanks for
through.
all the help, mate.
All
I've
right.
got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Politics then.
Pretty cool, huh?
Weird fever dream. Am I dying?
You should be so lucky.
So like I said, yeah, these are
You're not going
live
for a drink?
actors,
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
and it makes it for a really unique experience. It's not motion cap; it's all live, recorded stuff, and these guys play perfect roles. In my opinion, they're funny, they're characters, and it's in a game. So I highly recommend this game if you guys haven't got it. It's still in early access. They only have like 2 parts, I believe, so far. So yeah, I had to play that for you guys. If you guys don't know, they're a low budget, like kind of developer. In the intro before I started recording, there was a little notification that came up before playing the game. It said that due to COVID, that these guys really couldn't make much more or add on to the game, and that they're just being safe, and hopefully when it's over, the actors could come together and make some more acts to this broadcast game. So yeah, really cool game if you guys haven't checked it out. Alright, so let's check out my score. Got a couple mess ups here. In red, dull editing, miss sensor, dull editing. But then you have all these as well. So I got an A+ for sequence 1, A for sequence 2, and then a D for the last one. The last one was kind of hard, to be honest. But yeah, so it kind of judges you smartly. Pretty cool.
Right, mate, I've left you a voicemail. I thought you'd end up here. Most people come into the archive room when they're done with a broadcast. That way you can see what you did and how it looked to the public. As you can see, there's 3 sections to the archive. Broadcasts, that's what you've put out. Rushes, which is all the stuff that was on all the screens. And adverts, which is any advert that you've chosen to show. So let's have a look at the broadcasts.
Alright, so
Okay, on the left you can see all the broadcasts that you've done. You can also get to hear from the main menu if you don't actually want to do a broadcast, you just want to see some of your past work. Select any of those and click load tape. Why not watch what you just did? When you're done, hit back.
Well, in a few moments, we'll be going
Alright, so
live to
you're
tonight's
able to
National Nightly
rewatch
News.
the
But
segment
before
that you
let's
just
take
did.
a look at what's
You could
coming up
see
later on
where your
tonight
edits
on Channel
are
1.
kind of janky.
At 7 o'clock,
You could see
it's the semi-final of the quotation
where you did
game,
well.
and it's a
And
nail-biting
it's cool
quiz
because
tonight
they
as
mesh
the
it
team
all
of
together,
nuclear
and it looks
physicists
like
take on 4 old ladies
a
from East
real
Grincham.
episode of like
That's
the
followed
news
at
or
8 p.m.
something.
by award-winning documentary
Um,
series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks
Which is cool. You know, while you're playing the game, it doesn't look like a straight up episode of the news. It kind of looks like you're in the editing room, but you come here and you could watch what you've done. So let's hit back.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Okay, these 4 screens, they're exactly the same as the 4 screens that feed you the studio signal when you're doing the actual news. Of course, the difference here is you can mute any screen you like or any combination of screens, and you can have a listen to what was going on behind the scenes. Just select any segment, that's any bit between ad breaks over on the left, and hit play. When you're done checking out the backstage secrets, hit back.
Alright, so this is what was recorded while another segment was going on. You noticed that the actors were talking to each other, having a laugh, etc. So if you hit play,
apparently he's been drinking since lunchtime.
Christ, he's a liability in the best of times.
I know.
you can hear all the good tidbits.
10 seconds, everybody.
I mean, a lawyer and a TV personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Of
Welcome back.
of each character, so you get a, kind of like a background. I think this is a cool idea. I really think this is different from a lot of games. It's not so bland and cookie cut. You know what I mean? It's kind of out of the box. They thought about this and then they kind of like separated it. You know? So very, very cool. So we're gonna save and quit. So that was Not for Broadcast, a really cool, different game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it. If you guys want to see more, I think there's one more act, and they're continuing to put more acts up. So if a new one comes up, I will play it for you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys are thinking, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.